I was born to survive. I was born to survive. Yes, I was born to survive. Made in the image of the Most High. And cause of that, I was born to survive.
Shalom, y'all. It's be your girl, Miss E.Y. Yet again. And I said I was going to start doing some word of the days. Not necessarily doing definitions of them, but kind of giving you a summary of what it means to me. I'm going to give you an example of maybe it's in the Bible, maybe it's a TV show or something where it pulls in to be relative so we can all kind of be like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm going to throw in examples and yeah, like I said, I'm going to give you a short story of, you know, how it relates to me. And so the word of the day is faith. It sounds cliche, but hear me out. So, faith, right? Faith is basically believing the unseen or the unknown, right? But I think we lack faith in a lot of ways. And when the Most High says to trust Him and to trust that He will guide you and keep you and protect you, it's a lot deeper than we realize, because we don't realize that we lack it a lot, right? We have trouble having faith and believing in Him, His timing, His ability, Him even hearing us when we pray, right? Those things that we lack faith in, that we shouldn't, but unbelief creeps its way in. And I'm going to give you an example. Do you guys remember the movies The Preacher's Wife, right? You remember The Preacher's Wife? Okay, so you remember the plot of the movie was the husband was, of course, a preacher, and he was going through, not only him and his wife were having troubles and issues at home, they were having issues at the church. You know, a lot of stuff was going on, and he felt overwhelmed. So he prayed, and he asked the Most High, if you are up there, if you hear me, please send me help. Please send someone, you know. He was in his car, if I'm not mistaken, when he made this prayer. And once he made the prayer, the second he got through praying, just like that, Denzel came knocking at his window, and he looked. He didn't understand. He didn't believe. And of course, he asked him, you know, who are you? And he said, you know, He sent me. And still, the pastor was in unbelief, even though that should have been enough for him to believe right then and there, because there was nobody in the car with the husband, right? There was nobody around the car. There was nobody to know what he was doing or who he was speaking to or his prayer, right? For them to be coming around and just like, okay, I'm who you prayed for. That should have been enough when Denzel told him then, I forgot his name, Dudley, I forgot the name, Denzel's name in the movie. But you guys get it. When he told the husband that He sent me, and he had to repeatedly tell him. He didn't just tell him one time and he was like, oh, I believed it. No, he had to repeatedly tell him. It was an issue for half of the movie because the pastor did not believe that the Most High, one, heard his prayer, two, answer him that quickly. You know, that's a big misbelief. And I had to catch myself too. I do it as well. where I would cry out in prayer and I would ask the Most High for an answer. And sometimes He makes me wait. Sometimes I have to wait for the answer. But a lot of the times, depending on what it is, He answers me quite quickly, I might ask. Maybe within a few minutes of that prayer, or later that day, or the next day. But that's still quick to me, you know. That's quick to me. So, but sometimes I have to catch myself and say, why did I not believe that He was going to answer me that quickly, you know? And then I have to ask myself, did I even believe that He was going to answer me at all? Why does it matter? He answered. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. That should be amazing. You feel me? Little old me asked for a prayer, asked for something inside of a prayer, and the Creator of all things heard me and answered. That's amazing to me. That should be amazing for us all. So, but that was just an example for that movie, that we lack the timing of the prayer, and that comes from being brought up in a Christian home, church home. They taught us in church that He doesn't answer you. The Most High doesn't answer us when we want Him to. He answers when we need Him to. He actually does both, okay? He answers when we need Him to and when He wants to. And everything is still on His time. Don't get me wrong. Everything is still on the Most High's time. But we don't know His time. His timing can be with a quickness. Or His timing can be, He's going to make us wait for it. We don't know. But it's up to us to believe that He's going to answer us, and not to disbelieve when the answer does come. Not to dismiss it. If we ask for help, don't dismiss the help when it comes. We ask for an answer, don't dismiss the answer when it comes. We ask for guidance, don't dismiss direction when it comes. You know what I mean? And I think we lack a lot of that. But faith, having faith and believing comes with listening to that voice. That's the Most High's voice. See, the Most High, He speaks to us through our spirit by giving us a feeling. We call that discernment. You can call it intuition. You can call it your gut feeling, your first mind, but that is the Most High. That is how He speaks to us. That is how we know. When we get those eerie feelings like, I don't know, something don't seem right about this, that's the Most High warning us. He's speaking to us. He speaks to us through our spirit to give us feelings based on our faith, right? And He also speaks to us with His actual word, the Bible. So I said that to say we all need to try to ask ourselves, are we really trusting the Most High? Do we really have faith? Do we really believe that He's going to answer us? Do we really believe that He's going to do what He's say He's going to do? Do we really believe that He can hear our prayers? He hears them. As long as you have that relationship with Him, He hears you. So, thank you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Love you.